Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are talking about The Valley, Season 3, Episode 1. You Can't Sip With Us. All right, it's okay. It's all right.
I like it. Because it's clearly a dig at Janet, so I'm here for it.
Yes, it definitely is a dig at Janet. We start out with watching the Jack sign come down off of his restaurant. And then at Brittany's house, we see the sign that says Brittany and Cruz. And they seem happy. Brittany and Cruz seem happy, but they're still not divorced yet. Zach is still in West Hollywood.
The divorce paperwork.
Yes. I think that they are now officially divorced at this point, but I think when they were filming, they were not. But I'm not even sure about that, to be honest with you. I haven't heard anything about him in a long time. Have you?
Not at all.
No.
I was thinking that as I was watching this. I was like, okay, so we're not going to see him. By the way, didn't miss him at all.
No, not at all.
We're not going to see him. And then I thought, like, gosh, we haven't even heard about him. I hope he's okay. I hope he's in treatment.
Yeah,
but I feel like if he were, we would know about it. Unless he's doing it the right way and for all the right reasons. Yep.
Yeah.
Then we wouldn't hear about it. So hopefully that's what's going on.
Zach is still living in West Hollywood. He's not ready to make the move to the Valley. I didn't realize he didn't live in the Valley, to be honest with you.
I didn't either.
We find out his roommate is moving out and Benji's going to kind of be moving in. But I guess he's still got like some citizenship issues or visa issues.
He's still married, right?
Yeah, but I think I don't know if he's still married or the fact that he's a Canadian citizen. He's not. I don't know what the situation is, to be honest with you. It has something to do with his visa.
Right.
Jasmine and Melissa are still living together in the Valley. They are talking about their wedding.
Married. Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's a black tie event with no kids. They made that perfectly clear. Listen, I think a wedding with no kids is fine. I think it's totally fine.
Yeah.
I think if you have a problem with that, well, then don't go.
Right.
Right?
Typically everybody can get a babysitter.
Right.
I mean, I never wanted, offense, but I never wanted my kids at a wedding.
No, I wouldn't either. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Jasmine is saying how she's a low maintenance bride and she's laid back, but yet she gives this whole list of things, which is anything but laid back and low maintenance.
Even the producer's like, but you're laid back, right? Yeah, no, she didn't sound laid back when she was talking about it.
No, I don't think she is laid back. I don't know who she's trying to fool. Maybe herself.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle has her own place now, and she's with Isabella. She's completely single now. We find out a little bit about that split, too. So, listen, I kind of feel bad for Michelle because... Actually, I feel bad for Isabella because Isabella cried. I mean... She had to move out, and she cried. Yeah. And I think Michelle learned her lesson.
Do you think it's a situation where I think he, like Michelle, was into Michelle, and then once he was on the show, maybe started getting some DMs and started getting some attention, and maybe was like, all right, well, let me see where this goes.
I think I saw it on the after show. Luke talked to him, or Danny talked to him. And basically his side of the story was that, he was into Michelle. I mean, he's the one who asked Michelle to move in, but I guess after she was living there for a while, he just felt like she wasn't the one. And he didn't want to continue to do this if she wasn't the one. So he broke up with her. He did go and move in with his parents until she found a place and she could move out with Isabella. So he was very respectful of Isabella and the whole situation.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And Jesse said, it was on the answer. Jesse said that they talked to the therapist because Isabella was so upset. And the therapist said it was okay if Isabella still contacted him.
Aaron.
And Aaron does still respond to her. And, they're hoping that it will just kind of wean out. but he just made listen, I kind of respect that. I really do.
I do too. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah,
I personally like Michelle, and I do think that the ultimate downfall of Michelle and Jesse's marriage probably had more to do with Jesse than Michelle.
I agree.
Michelle, I think, can also have some tendencies where she might not be the easiest to get along with. I mean, well, whatever. We'll get to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of there with you. Um,
Mhm.
as of this point, they're still not divorced yet. Jesse and Michelle are still not divorced, and they split Isabella every other weekend. So they've got a good co-parenting situation, and they're getting along much better. Nia and Danny are living in Santa Clarita, and baby Adelaide is their number 4. It took them an hour to get to their LA hospital and almost gave birth in the car. Oops.
You might have to find a new hospital. I guess if her OB delivers out of that hospital, that's where she had to go.
Right, right.
I'm sure she had a scheduled situation.
Yeah. So then we see Kristen and Luke are in their North Hollywood house now. We don't know if they're renting it or if they own it, but Kristen's baby Kaia is there, and she's got blonde hair and blue eyes, and she's 3 months old, same as Adelaide. They're
No
both 3 months old.
question whose father is
Right,
right?
exactly. Looks just like Luke, right?
Mhm.
But Luke is having a problem that the baby is 3 months old and Kristen doesn't want to have sex. He's really missing that.
Oh, well,
And
sucks for
listen,
you, Luke.
I'm glad that they're talking about it though, to be honest with you,
Mhm.
because this is a
Mhm.
real situation. This is something that really happens, you know?
Mhm.
After you've had a baby, you don't feel great about yourself. The last thing you want to do, you're sleep deprived. I'm sorry, like they need to get over it, these men. They need to get over it. They do.
Yeah. That baby's not sleeping through the night yet. So, I'm
No.
sorry. If you have someone who's willing to, be intimate with you before the baby's sleeping through the night, God bless both of you. But if not, it's totally okay.
Right.
It's
I
totally
agree. I totally
okay.
agree.
Because obviously you feel like shit about your body. You feel horrible about
Yes.
your body.
And there's
I
so
mean,
much
when you're
going
pregnant,
on.
like I totally embraced my pregnant body. Like I was like, this is fantastic. But
Yeah, but there's so much
afterwards, you
going
feel
on.
horrible. Yeah.
Hormonally, there's so much going on. I mean, just the whole situation of your body, it's just so much, and, like, they have
And
no
your
idea.
first
They have no
baby,
idea.
like, you don't
You don't
know what
know.
the fuck you're doing. You don't know what you're
No.
doing. And all of a sudden, you're responsible for this person, human being. 3 months is nothing.
No.
When they
No,
say
it's
the
not.
days are long, the years are short, believe it.
It's
Believe it.
true.
Mhm.
It's true. So Adelaide and Kaia are only 6 days apart, so they're having a joint sip and see. I had never heard of a sip and see until Phaedra on Real Housewives of
Yeah, I was
Atlanta.
gonna say, yeah, she's the only one yeah.
And when I heard about the sip and see, I was like, this is the most fabulous thing I've ever heard of. And I'm glad that we're
Mhm.
continuing to do it. I love it. I love a
Mhm.
sip and see. Love it.
Right. Especially if you're not baptizing the baby, because typically the baptism for us is the first time a lot of the family would meet the baby.
Yeah. And even if you are baptizing, you don't necessarily want all the friends there, right?
Right. That's right. Yeah.
So then we see Lala and Janet are shopping for gifts. Janet's not invited to the sip and see, but she's shopping with Lala. Janet is saying that Nia has blocked her on everything and her and Kristen don't get along. Yeah. She's in therapy, which I was happy to hear that Janet is in therapy because I think that's important.
I think it's important, especially I'm hoping that the therapist told her to not use the verbiage sexual assault when it's not applicable.
Yeah.
So let's hope that the therapist addressed that with Jen.
Yes. We find out that Kristen and Janet last saw each other at Brittany's pool party, and that did not go well because Kristen didn't know Janet was coming. You know, Brittany is like this Kentucky muffin, but she doesn't really stand up to anybody. She's very wishy washy.
I
Then we
think Brittany
see
just
Brittany.
listen, I think Brittany just is in a good place with herself right now, finally, after
Yes.
being in a tumultuous relationship for so long. She's probably like, I finally feel at peace. I don't,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't want to get into the turmoil. I don't think she's
Get
picking
that.
one side over the other.
No, she's not. She's not. And I don't think she should have to. Like, let them figure it out.
Right.
That's their problem.
Right. Right.
That's their problem. So Brittany FaceTimes with Brandon. She had just spent 5 days with him in Cabo, and she met him in Kentucky when she was 22, and it's been 13 years since I did not know this. So I remember when this came out, when she was in Cabo and the pictures came out. And the funny thing is, the last time I saw Brittany, I think it was on Watch What Happens Live, or maybe it was a podcast I heard her on, but she had completely forgotten about Brandon, that he even existed, that she even dated him. I was like, so
Well, so
this
they're
does
not
not
together
last long.
anymore.
No, no, it doesn't last long. It doesn't last long.
That's kind of funny.
I thought so too, especially considering that she had known him, since she was 22, and she hadn't seen, like, it wasn't some rando that she met.
Right. You know, it's funny.
I was
All I kept
surprised.
thinking about when they were showing him was how Jack said, I think it was on the last reunion, like her type is like basketball player, like, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm looking at this guy, I'm like, well, he kind of fits the profile, right?
yeah. So he lives in California now, but he's 3 hours away, which is, and it turned out too, like, I remember when the pictures came out, like, his ex-girlfriend was, like, saying that Brittany, like, she was, like, causing drama. That wasn't true. Like, it just wasn't true.
The
Whatever.
ex-girlfriend was not Brittany.
Yeah, the ex-girlfriend was, yeah. Zach meets up with Tom Schwartz, and they talk about, when they closed the bar in the last few years, like, things kind of fell apart. Listen, I love Tom Schwartz. I do. I just
Me
love
too.
him.
I'm glad he's on
I
this.
don't know what it is. I am too.
And
And him
even
and
Zach
Zach have
said
been
Schwartz
friends.
is one of the kindest, gentlest, nicest people he's ever met. Zach said that.
Yeah, yeah. He met him, I guess, the day he moved to LA. So, like, he's known him for a long time. They're talking about Brittany, how they're worried about her because she is vulnerable, which she is.
And they both think she's moving too fast with this guy, which is interesting.
Zach said him and Benji are still trying to figure out the visa thing. They have an open relationship. I was very surprised to hear that, to be honest with you. I'm glad he
Very
admitted
surprised.
it.
Yeah.
I'm glad he admitted it. I'm not surprised that it was happening. I am surprised that he admitted it.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I
Zach
like
did.
it. I like the honesty.
I do too. Zach said that love and sex are two different things. And I honestly feel like in the gay community that this is very common. I think it's very common. So be honest with it. Just talk about it, right? Don't try
Yeah,
and hide
that's
it.
all. Listen, when
People
we
are going to
watch
find
these
out.
shows, that's all we want. Yeah, we like drama, but if you're going to be on the show, we want to really know what's going on in your life.
Yes, yes. Then we see Nia meets up with Kristen and their newborns. It's so funny too because this is Nia's fourth child. Like, she is an old pro at this time, and she's so young. She's still so young, but you can see the difference in her demeanor walking in and Kristen's demeanor with the 3-month-old. Like, Kristen said, I'm like 3 blocks from home and I might as well be in a foreign country. Like, she doesn't like.
Well, she said earlier in the episode that she's only left the house one time since she's had the
Right.
baby. That's very important for new moms. It's very hard because especially if you're the type of person that always wants to be prepared, which I am.
Yes.
So
right.
listen, pack what you have to pack. Pack the whole fucking room up if you have to. Shove it in a stroller and walk down the street. Like, get out of the house. It is very important because the more you do it, the better it will
Easier it
feel, the more
gets.
comfortable it will feel, the easier it will get.
Yeah. I so remember early on. So Will and Andrew were 22 months apart. And when I had Will, I thought, oh my gosh, it's like going out. It's a big production. You got to do the thing. You got to get the car seat in. You pack up all the stuff. But I did it. I was like, yeah, no big deal. Then when there was 2, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to hold this one's hand. This one's 2. This is a newborn. I got to hold his here. I got double the amount of clothes. I got 2 in diapers. Like, what am I doing? That when I see Nia and Danny, like, I've seen them in the airport. I've seen them travel. I watch them. They are so good together because 4 under 5 is insane. It's
Insane.
And when you
I
see
never
her,
had 2 in diapers. Tess was potty trained by the time Joe was born.
Yeah, I had 2 in I think I always had 2 in diapers until the last one, and then I had 1, but yeah, no, I think 'cause Andrew and Matt are only 2.5 years apart. So, yeah, I think I had 2 in always had 2 in diapers. But I can't imagine what it is like for those, and they make it look so effortless. They do.
Yeah. Their videos are cute. They are a
Yeah.
good team.
They are a good team, but I do see from some of the coming attractions that Nia's really struggling, and I feel bad for her. I do, because
How
I
could
feel
you
like
not?
no, exactly. She moved to Santa Clarita. That's what he wanted because they got so much more for their money. Even though it's whatever, it's 30 miles, it takes them an hour to get to their friends and family. And when you're an hour away, that's a lot when you need support and you have 4 children. It's a lot.
Yeah, you were
It's a
just
lot.
in California, like, you were in Orange County, and you said the traffic was horrendous.
Traffic was crazy. It was
Just
crazy.
I
Like, just
think
to go.
most areas of California, that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I think so too. So I could, I could I feel for her. I feel for both of them. Jesse goes over to Luke's house, and his girlfriend from Orange County, Lacey, is going to be on the show this season, which I was very surprised. And even like she wanted nothing to do with it last season, and all of a sudden she's on it. Wait, is she in the
Yep.
picture?
No,
No, she's not
she's
in the
not gonna be in the
picture.
picture.
No, she's not in the picture.
Well, yeah, I thought it was real interesting when they showed what really happened last year at the finale party.
I did too, because that's not what we were led to believe.
Nope.
That's not what we were led to believe.
So I believe Michelle when she says there's a different side to Lacey that we're not gonna see, we won't see because Lacey wants to put on this I do believe Michelle,
Yeah, because Jesse's the same way. Jesse
for
has a
sure.
on-camera persona and an off-camera persona.
Yeah, earlier in the episode, he's like, we're not divorced yet, for certain reasons. Yeah, because you won't sign the papers.
Right.
Like
Michelle has made it perfectly clear.
Michelle's probably like, I'm giving up everything, no alimony,
She
no
is.
nothing. Like, and
Right.
he
She doesn't
still
want
won't
anything.
sign. Yeah,
Right.
just to be a douche.
She walked away from the house. She doesn't want alimony. She doesn't want anything. She just wants
Yeah.
to be divorced. She
She
walked
just
away
wants to
from
be rid
everything.
of you, and you're not letting her.
Right. And he hasn't signed it. Yeah. I mean, Jesse says that his girlfriend has a daughter also, and Isabella and her daughter are close, which is nice. I hope for Isabella's sake that they stay together because, poor Isabella, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I do think that after what happened with Aaron, I think Michelle will be very careful with who she
Michelle definitely will
introduces.
be.
Yeah. Yeah. But Jesse,
Yeah.
he's a loose cannon. He's a Jax 2.0.
Yeah. But Luke is telling Jesse that like the first 6 weeks was the baby were really tough. Well, yes, it is tough. It is totally tough.
Yeah. You got to give it like 3 months to get your footing. When they start
Right.
honestly, to me, and listen, this could be because I really like to sleep, but to me, it was like when the baby was sleeping through the night, which I was very blessed. Both of my kids did pretty early on, probably because I was such an asshole in the middle of the night. They were like, forget it. You know what? We're just going to sleep and we'll see you at 6 a.m.
You feed me later. It's fine.
That's right. Midnight to 6, I'm cool. I'm good. But I think when the baby starts sleeping through the night, that's when you feel like a normal person again.
Yeah, and Jesse says that he had Isabella when he was 40. He doesn't even relate to Luke. I think also because he wasn't there. I don't think he was present. Right?
Right. Yeah.
And back at the coffee shop, we see Krista telling Nia that she really hates her body now, and that Luke wants sex all the time, which is not good.
I mean, I had a C-section, but I feel like I didn't get cleared to even do that for 8 weeks.
Oh, at least. No, I think it's probably, I think it's more for a C-section. I think it's more.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I don't remember because it was so long ago. I think it was at least 8 weeks. I didn't have any C-sections, but I think it was at least 8 weeks for even a vaginal birth. Like 6 weeks is nothing. 6 weeks is nothing.
So like 3 months is 12 weeks. So yeah, like
Right.
6 weeks. Like, get the F out of here.
Right. No, I agree. So then we see Michelle, Lala, Janet, and Brittany all meet up, and Brittany is telling them about the 5 days she spent in Cabo with Brandon. He's not her boyfriend. Michelle lets us know no one has ever broke up with her before. I believe that. I totally believe that.
Yeah. I do believe it.
The day of the sip and see, I thought that place, whoever that party planner was, did such a nice job. The
Yeah.
sparkling rosé with the cotton candy on top, I was like, "Oh, that's a
Yeah, that
nice
was
little
cute.
touch."
That was really cute.
Lala went up to Nia and said, "Tell me you're done." And she said, "Yeah, she's done." And Danny's like, "No, I say 4 under 4. What's one more?"
Danny, get out of here. Just get out of here. I
I
thought
think he
Lala looked
yeah,
really cute. I thought Lala brought like a
I loved her
real
outfit.
yeah. Yeah, and
I did too.
Jasmine, like, total, like, Marilyn Monroe vibe.
Yes. No, I did think Lala looked really good. Listen, I like Lala. I know you never were a fan of hers. I wasn't a fan of hers when she was on Vanderpump. I didn't become a fan of hers until I started listening to her podcast and listening to more of, like, who she really is, and
I'm
then
gonna give
that's when
Lala
I
credit where I think credit's deserved. When Lala said at the end of Vanderpump after Scandival, and she said, I never met somebody who's been cheated on who thinks they're like Jesus Christ or whatever she said, and I could
Yes,
not have
yes.
agreed with her more. You know that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
happy for Ariana for all the opportunities she got, and I think she deserved it, and I think she
Mhm.
succeeded because she deserved those opportunities. But people still get cheated on all the time. The response to that was unbelievable to me, which I think is why Kyle Cook's looking for his Ariana moment, but he's not gonna get it. Sierra's gonna get it. But
Well, Sierra's
I give
definitely
credit where
Sierra
credit
has it.
she already had it before. But I like Lala so far on this show.
I like when Schwartz was talking to Michelle and he said to her, "Did you ever see Stella's got her groove back?" He said, "Not that you're Stella, not that you didn't have your groove, but boy, you look gorgeous." I was like, "He's so sweet."
He's good. He's very
He's
good,
really
Shorzy.
sweet. He really is. He said that they're gonna
Mhm.
they're gonna get together. She's like, like maybe we'll go on like the eat, love, pray journey like Julia Roberts.
Yeah. Yeah. By
Then
the way,
Jesse
Kristen
shows up.
looks amazing. I know
I
she's,
think she
like,
does too.
self-conscious about her body, but she was basically wearing, like, a backless dress, and she looked amazing.
Yes. I think she does too. I do too.
Yeah.
And I was never a fan of Kristen's until the Valley, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Jesse shows up with Lacey. Yeah.
Michelle got jacked up over that because she didn't know she was gonna be there.
They should have given her a heads up.
I
I
agree.
do. I do.
I mean, if
And honest
anything, Kristen and Nia should have known she was coming because I'm sure Jesse responded, 2 people. Somebody should have given her a heads up that she was coming.
No, I totally agree. So that we see Lala is talking to Kristen and Luke, and Lala is telling them that her mom was looking at Sosa and said, "Oh my God, Sosa looks so much like Luke." And she's like telling them as a joke. And then Kristen and Luke reveal that Luke donated sperm to the same sperm bank that Lala got Sosa's sperm from. Like, what are the chances of that?
That's wild, and I really hope they did some kind of blood test to see it because she really does look
Well,
like him.
oh my God, they did the side by side, and they do. But Lala did say, and Kristen said this someplace, it may have been on Watch What Happens Live. Lala got new sperm. His was old. Like his was like
Okay.
old sperm.
So it's
So
not.
it's not Luke. It's not Luke. But it was funny in his confessional when he's sitting there, like going over the 3 profiles that she went over. He's like, actually, could be all 3. Like, oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Yeah, I think it was on Watch What Happens Live that Kristen said, yeah, no, no, no. Lala definitely got new sperm. Like his was old, which would make
Okay.
sense, right? Because
That
it was
makes
when he was in
sense, and I'm
college.
glad to hear it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, what a twist that would have been.
I know. I mean,
If
only.
Sosa
And I.
and
Right. Right.
Lala's like Kristen Sosa's stepmom?
Right. When like 2 years
That's
ago, they were
funny.
not even speaking, right? Like
Right.
they were like arch nemesis. And then Lacey just goes over to Michelle and she's like, hi. And Michelle's like, oh, I didn't even know you were coming. And it was awkward. It was totally awkward.
Well, what's awkward is that she says to Michelle, "You seem happy and healthy." What does that mean?
Yeah. What does that
What
mean?
does the healthy thing mean? I don't trust that coming from her, from Lacey. What is the healthy thing? Like, what are you trying to insinuate?
Yeah. Michelle says that her and Jesse are in a better place now than they were last summer. And Michelle asks Lacey if she was officially divorced, and she said yes. And Michelle said, "Well, I don't know anything about you." I like that she said that.
Mhm.
Michelle says, like, I need this divorce to get settled. I need to be done. And Lacey's like, "Well, I'm team divorce. Like, don't think I'm stopping this." And then she said, like, "I've made it very easy for him. I'm walking away with nothing. I'm done." And I think that that's true.
Yeah. It's a control thing. He
It's definitely
keeps
a control thing.
control as long as he doesn't sign. Jax keeps control as long as he doesn't sign.
Listen, I did not expect I don't know. I don't know what I expected Lacey to look like, but I didn't expect her to look like that. I think she seems very young. Doesn't she look very young?
Yes, I agree. I didn't expect her to look like that either. I had the same thoughts. Only because I, for some reason, remember hearing Teddy and Tamara talk about her. They knew who she was because she lives in Orange County. She's extremely wealthy, extremely wealthy. She wanted nothing to do with the show. This is what they said. So
Okay, okay.
I had a much different picture of her than that.
It's interesting.
Mhm.
So Michelle goes over and tells Lala, like, I don't trust her. Like, I've seen her be super nice to people and then super rude to people. And she's like, I'm not going to fall for that bullshit, which I'm glad. I'm glad she's got her antennas up. And I don't blame her. I think because Jesse even said, like, as soon as Lacey came into his life, she called up Michelle before they were even introduced and
Yeah.
asked,
Yeah.
what your boundaries are. What? My boundaries are you don't call me bitch. Like, what is that? Like,
Exactly.
seriously? Like, these are my
I don't know
boundaries.
you, and there's no reason I
Right.
need to know you. They're just
Right.
now dating a year. Now they're dating a year. Now this is when you would be like, first of all, I mean, my kids are older now, but if my kids were Isabella's age, I don't think I would bring anyone near them for at least 6 months. I would give it 6 months
At
of
least.
dating, at least 6 months before introducing them to my child. So if that goes well, then you know, I mean, you keep the other parent apprised of what's going on, but they don't necessarily need to meet them. But if after 6 months you're comfortable enough to introduce them to your child and the other parent is aware, then maybe give it
Yes.
some more time and then
Right.
say like, this is
Right.
going well. Like even Isabella's connecting with her. Do you want to meet her? But Jesse's chaotic is the word. He's dramatic. He was made for reality TV.
He's a narcissist. Jesse is a
100%.
narcissist. Like you said, he is Jax 2.0.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to call him Jax 1.5, to be quite honest with you.
For sure. For
Right?
sure.
Jesse's Jax 1.5.
Yeah. It's a whole control thing with him.
It is.
He's
It
probably
totally
had
is.
women throwing themselves at him all his life. And Michelle is like, I'm good. I'm all set.
Yeah.
And he can't handle it.
I think that's it. I think listen, I wish the best for Michelle. I hope she finds someone who appreciates her for who she is and treats her
Yeah.
like she should be treated.
Right.
So that's all I have. Do you have anything else for the Valley?
No. Other than, they showed the scenes from last season finale. And Michelle was
Yeah.
like literally yelling F you at Lacey. But listen, Lacey showed up and and they showed Jesse saying to the producer, "Well, it's 10:30. We wrap at 10:30." And the producer's like, we weren't wrapped. We were not wrapped." And then somebody else is saying to Lacey, like, "This is a place of business." So she was clearly acting out of line for someone to have to say to her, "This is a business."
And she also said, I didn't sign a release. She also
Right.
said that. She's like, I didn't
Right.
sign a release. Well, then leave.
Right.
Leave. You
So
don't need
now
to be
she must
there.
have signed the release to be on this season, so now they can that must
That's why
grandfather
they
them
could
in to
show
be
it.
able to show. Yeah.
Yep. That's why they got it in 100%. Like, these
Yeah.
producers are not dumb. Lacey, on the other
No,
hand, maybe not so smart.
not so smart. You should have stuck to the no filming rule.
She really should have, because like you said, if she's that wealthy, her family's that wealthy, she doesn't need this.
No, and that's what I'm almost positive it was Teddy and Tamara's talking about it, and they like know her. She's a very prominent figure in Orange County,
I'm gonna have to
and
look this up. We're gonna
Yeah,
have to
we're gonna
find
have to
out
do
who she
some
is. Yeah.
yeah. We'll do a deep dive.
All right.
But she seems just
So,
as chaotic as Jesse.
yeah, she definitely does. I think they're probably perfect for each other. So last night, Sunday night, Atlanta aired also. We are not recapping Atlanta just yet, but I did watch Atlanta because I couldn't wait. I just couldn't wait. I'm sorry. There's 2 new housewives on there, Pinky and I can't think of her name, but I am going to like this season. Angela Oakley looks better than ever. I don't know what
Okay.
happened over the break, but Angela Oakley looks better than ever.
Is she still with
Charles
Charles?
Oakley, Charles Oakley is still there front and center showing up to the parties. Charles Oakley is still Charles Oakley. So
Definitely
we
gonna
will be
watch. I
recapping.
just feel like we have a lot of shows going on right now. Once
Yes.
one ends, we'll get caught up and we'll start recapping.
Yes, that's what our plan is because it's just too much. We are both overwhelmed. We both work
Yeah.
full-time jobs and have
Full-time
children and
jobs, full-time
husbands and
jobs.
lives, and yes.
Right.
But I did watch it, and I suggest you watch it too when you get a chance because
I will.
it's good. I didn't want people to spoil it for me. That's why I watched it. I was like, "I'm watching it. I'm not taking notes, but I am watching it." So I did watch it,
Okay.
and it's good.
All right, I'm gonna watch it. Kelly's still on, right?
Kelly's on. Kelly's a little
Okay.
out there.
Okay.
Portia's got a new man for now, but we know that that's gonna
Yeah.
change.
Right, right.
Yeah. Um, Drew shows up to a party with her man on her phone virtually, and it's the guy that they called her out for at the reunion,
Okay,
and
and she denied.
that she denied, and she still hasn't quite admitted it. She said they're friends. I'm like, okay. And she's still not divorced. She is still not divorced. I think Ralph is still in the basement.
Somebody needs to let Ralph out of the basement.
I know, right? Ralph is still in the basement. I
That's hysterical. But come on, Drew. Like, shit or get off the pot, as my Nana would say. Like, are you going to be on the show or are you not going to be on the show? Are you going to show us what's going on in your life? Are you dating Black? If you are, then show him in person and not on a phone screen. Enough.
Yeah. Oh, and Shamia and Porsche are still not friends. They're still not friends.
Wow.
Yep. But Portia had a party at her house and she did invite Shamia and Shamia did show, but Shamia's husband didn't show. He was stuck traveling. That's the story they're going with, but I don't know if it's
That's
true.
the
Oh, Kay
story.
Michelle. Kay Michelle is the other new housewife. She's a country singer, supposedly. She's a
Okay.
country singer.
Okay. I
Portia's
know
known
I
her
heard
for
the
a long
name.
time. You did? I never heard of her.
I've heard the name K. Michelle for sure.
Okay. Okay. No, it's gonna be a good season, and Cynthia Bailey's there. I love Cynthia starts it off. I actually, when I first saw the opening scene, I thought it was Portia until she turned around, and then it was Cynthia. It's good. You should watch it. You
Okay.
should watch it. You should
I'll
watch it.
definitely watch it.
All right. And stay tuned to the We Wine Whenever listeners. We will be recapping it, just
Yeah.
not yet.
Not yet. It's too much.
It's too much. We're tired.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
All right.
We'll
Until
get through
next
it.
time, yeah, we will. Thank you for watching and listening. Please subscribe and give us 5-star reviews. Bye.
Bye.